Hello, internets. We need to talk. We need to talk about Marvel Comics and the many, many things that they do that piss people off. Specifically me. Piss me off. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Marvel Comics. I read them. I love me some Logan, as you can clearly tell. But, first things first. The first issue. Marvel Comic fans on the internet are extremely hypocritical. In the sense that, for example, let's say we're all complaining because Marvel brings back every character every like 5 minutes. Like, oh my gosh, Jean's dead, except no, she's not. Oh my gosh, Professor's dead, except no, he's not. Oh my gosh, this character's dead, except no, they're not. So anytime they announce like a big death, for example, Logan's death in 2014, everyone's like, oh sure, he's gonna die and they're gonna bring him back, yeah, whatever, they should just kill him for real, but they're not gonna, yeah. Well, he's been dead for like forever. I mean, he's back now, but he was dead for like forever. Then they kill off Cyclops. They killed him off October 20, I don't know, it's recently, in like 2017 is when he died, officially. And everyone's like, oh, he needs to come back. Like, I didn't see any comments on the internet being like, so glad Scott's dead because he was fucking awful. Excuse my language. Like, no one was like that. Everyone was like, I love Scott. Oh, why'd they kill him? Oh, he should be coming back. Oh, that death sucked. Oh, I mean, I agree. The death was like super whatever. But, like, everyone was like, oh man, when are they going to bring him back? Oh man, he's been dead for so long. Like, I read a comment a few days ago that was like, oh man, they should have brought when Scott was revived temporarily in the, like, spoilers, sorry, in the Jean Grey revival whole saga thing. At the very end of it, like, she speaks to Scott via the Phoenix, whatever nonsense happened there, and Scott, everyone was like, oh man, what? They brought him back just to kill him. Like, there were articles on a comic book online website, I don't remember what it was, but there were articles that were like, Marvel brings back major character only to kill them off pages later. I'm like, no, they didn't bring him back. He's been dead. He stayed dead. He was just there for Jean to, like, convince her to be with the Phoenix. And it didn't work, because... Okay, anyway. That's like the hugest hypocrisy ever, where people are like, oh no, the characters never die, until it's your character that you like, and you're like, man, I wish they were brought back already. Why are they still dead? Man, they should be coming back. Like, there were so many people saying, oh, I want this character to come back, but they bring back Logan, and everyone's like, oh gosh, what? But there's already so many. I agree, there are too many. And that's my second point, the Wolverine issue. Again, I love Logan. Love him, he's great. But there are way too many Wolverines in the main Marvel universe. Because again, I don't mind in a separate alternate universe, like in the Ultimate Universe, or in, like, I don't know, other universes that the Exiles go visit. I don't know all the names, okay? But I don't mind other Logans over there, because they don't interact all with each other. But in your 616, I believe it is, like, your main Marvel universe, you've got Logan, original OG Logan, who's just been revived. Then you've got all new Wolverine, which is Laura, who is great, fantastic. I love her, don't get me wrong. I like Laura, but she's not Wolverine. Then you've got Dakin, who I thought was dead. I don't remember when he came back from being dead. I also thought he lost his powers, which he also got back at some point. I don't remember how that happened. I don't read Dakin stuff. I don't like him. I think he's annoying. I think he's trash. But he's there, running around, causing trouble, being helpful in, like, all new Wolverine, but being extremely obnoxious in Iceman. Like, pick a side, Dakin. Pick a side. Be a villain or a good guy. Pick a side. Okay? Then you've got Jimmy Hudson, who is Wolverine's son from the Ultimate Universe, who got put in this universe. Somehow, I don't know how, it was just very weird. He's running around, but he's also not. Like, he wasn't in the latest X-Men Blue comic, but I don't know why he wasn't there. Like, they didn't tell you what happened to Jimmy. He just wasn't in the comic. And you're like, okay, bye, Jimmy. You've got Honey Badger, who's adorable, and I love her. But again, that's another Wolverine running around. And then the Exiles are getting a little itty-bitty Logan. I don't know what that is. Everyone is like a normal character. They're all just like, oh, I'm blank. Oh, I don't remember who the cast is, okay? But they're all normal Marvel characters, and then You've got AB Logan. He looks like a little like sketch. He looks like the X-Babies, but I don't think he's X-Baby Logan. Like I don't think that's what he is. He looks a little different. So that's him. I don't know what he's doing there. And then you've got OG Logan. You've got Old Man Logan. I totally forgot. Old Man Logan is great. I love him. He's fantastic. I feel so bad for him. For those of you who have not read the most recent Old Man Logan, spoilers ahead. Oh my god! He's so adorable with Marco. Oh my god, it was so sad. He had to let her leave. Anyway, I'm sorry. They're like my OTP. Marco and Logan. But, you know, not Old Man Logan. And he was very kind to respect her wishes. Spoiler free, again, I think, for now. So Old Man Logan's there. He's fantastic. But that's like, I don't even remember how many I've been counting. And then you've got Creed. You've got Sabretooth. Ow. You've got Creed and Logan. Creed is not necessarily a Wolverine or a clone of Wolverine or a son of Wolverine or any of that. They're not blood related at all. But he does have the same like power set for the most part. I'm pretty sure he's still got adamantium bones going on, which is great. Which puts them even like on a similar power set. And he is technically for now a good guy. So he's not a villain yet. I don't know. That last Weapon X comic, I'm pretty sure he's going to go back to his Vivo ways. But, stay. Okay. There's too many. There's too many. And they just brought back the normal Logan and they're putting that new Logan. And so that's why everyone's like, oh man, there's too many Wolverines. I agree. There are too many. But it's because he sells the best. They killed him. They killed him off. And it was just him and I think Dark Wolverine. But I think Daken was like missing for the most part. Like he wasn't super involved in the Marvel Universe when Logan died in 2014. And X-23 was still X-23. Honey Badger was non-existent. Old Man Logan was in his universe. Jimmy was in his universe. I thought the Ultimate Universe was destroyed. I don't remember. But like they were all separate. And then Logan dies. He dies. And they're like, oh yeah, we're going to have a Wolverine-free universe. And then they're like, oh, X-23, you're the all-new Wolverine. Oh, Daken, you're going to be important too. Oh, Sabretooth, you're a good guy now. Oh, like they just like threw all, they're like, we have to put him back. He sells the most. He sells the most. And they, you know, tried to make up for it. And everyone just got like oversaturated of Logan without him actually being there. Look at his face. How can you not want him in your universe? He's adorable. Oh. Anyway, you can stand there, bud. What was I saying? Next point. So there's too many. It's freaking annoying. It's stupid. Now that OG Logan is back, which for now, like he can't go by Logan because you've already got Old Man Logan, and he can't go by Wolverine because you've got the all-new Wolverine. Which, by the way, don't get me wrong, I love Laura, but in the X-Men Red, spoilers ahead if you haven't read it. Sorry. In X-Men Red, the first issue, where Jean is talking to like some person they saved, and Laura and Honey Badger are there. Jean's talking to the person. She's like, "Oh yeah, like we'll help you, blah blah." And Wolverine here will help you. And I was like, "No, it's now Wolverine." Sorry, I'm still not used to calling her that. She's Laura X-23, or in some cases the all-new Wolverine. But if they don't use all-new in front of it, then it just triggers me. It makes me upset because she's not him. In fact, even in her own little like comic book world, like in her issues of all-new Wolverine, Laura, which is a great issue. Like don't get me wrong, I think she's doing fantastic. I think her character is developing really well. I like her. But she's not Wolverine. She's not the all-new Wolverine. Wolverine is the best there is at what he does, and what he does isn't very nice. And Laura is progressively getting nicer throughout her issues, which is the opposite. She makes a point of not killing people, right? Am I right? Am I misinterpreting that? She makes a point of not killing people, and Logan is all about the murders. Like so when Logan was alive, like history comic book lesson here, when Logan was alive, his comic has separate issues where it was where he got to be Logan without being on the team. So he got to go all berserk and kill people and like vent a little bit of his animalistic rage on people because, you know, he wasn't on the team. And on the team he tries to hold back, which I totally get. So when Laura's on the team and she wants to hold back, totally cool. But when it's her own issues, if she's being the all-new Wolverine, like by a writer's standpoint, she should be murdering people. I'm sorry, that sounded awful. But she's just not Wolverine, you know? She should get a new name. Like, Honey Badger was really cool for, I forget her name. I forget her name. That's why I keep calling her Honey Badger. But Honey Badger's really cool for her, so Laura should get a name for herself. She could be like, I don't know. I can't think of a good name because like Tiger is already taken. She's not really like Black Panther, and that's already taken. I can't think of a name, but she should come up with one. She could be Wolf. She could be Wolf. No, she can't. I like that name for myself. But like whatever. She could find one. Wolverine is Wolverine, and that's who he is. And stand up. Whatever. Over it. Point. So yeah. Wait, did I move on to the next point? Am I still on There's Too Many of Them? I don't know. Oh my god. Whatever. Next point. Whatever number it is. Logan's death is stupid. His death was, speaking about There's Too Many Wolverines after he was thrown into the mess. His death was so infuriating for me. Marvel Comics is doing a thing where they're killing off characters in the most idiotic ways possible. Scott's death sucked. He got the virus, he died, and he just like died in bed. Although like Jean made it seem like the Inhuman, not Jean, sorry, Emma Frost. It was a big jumble. But Logan's death, there was like a huge thing about it, like so big. So many people were like, oh yeah, this is like, he's actually gonna be dead and we're gonna like make it a death deserving of the character. Keywords here, I read these in an article, like quote verbatim from the writer of the Death of Wolverine saga. They were like, this is gonna be death like worthy of the character. We love him, we think he should go out the way he like came in, like with style, with character, blah blah blah. This is the way he should die. It's going to be perfect. And if I can find it, I will post here an image of said article. But whatever. And then did you read it? Spoilers if you didn't read it, okay? Because, I mean, to be fair, I didn't read it for years because I didn't want him to die. But when I did read it, I was upset. Like, the comic starts great. It's fantastic. The artwork was beautiful. I'll show pictures, whatever. It's great. But then he dies alone, covered in anime. He doesn't even die like fighting a super baddie. Like, no, he dies because he saved some people that he doesn't even know. He could have, I'm pretty sure they weren't all that injured and they could have survived the bonding process with the adamantium, and so he could have taken the little serum things of his own healing factor to heal himself from the lava stuff. Or like, maybe not cut it so that it falls on you, Logan. What are you doing? Why? It just seemed like in any other comic book that wasn't supposed to be his death, same scenario, he would have survived. He would have found a way around it. It didn't seem like, oh, no matter what he did, Logan would have died here. No, it felt like he died there because this is Death of Wolverine and he was supposed to die. But any other comic with the same premise, he would have survived. He would have like maybe gotten one arm caught in the thing and then like had to deal with that for a little bit. Like, I don't know. It just didn't feel right. And then he dies alone on this mountain in the middle of, I don't remember where it was. I think it was Colorado. No one knows he's there. I don't remember how they found him because I was too upset to remember. Or maybe I'll read at some point. I don't know. It was just, how is that a death deserving of a warrior, of an honorable warrior character? Like, he's fantastic. He's wonderful. He's so deep and they just killed him off for no sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. His death was stupid. It was stupid. It was not deserving. He should have died in battle, surrounded by his comrades. He should have, like, the Logan movie. Have you seen the Logan movie? That was a death deserving of the character. It was beautiful. I cried multiple times. He was holding, it was so pretty. If you haven't seen it, I won't spoil that because that's fairly recent. I'm sorry. You should just see it. It's beautiful. Go watch that film. It's nominated for an Oscar. It's great. But like, the comic books ruined everything. And this is the first time where I prefer film stuff over comic book stuff. His death in the comics was dumb. It was so dumb. I hated it. But now he's back. It's okay. So, that brings me to his next point. Logan's revival. They're doing, so like, I'm excited for April because he's getting his, like, multiple comics. He'll finally be back. I've read the Prime. He's in it. It's cool. It's fun. And I've read the most recent Wolverine, like, after credits, what they mean is final panel scenes. And the recent ones are fine. But originally, like, they brought him back when? September? October? They just, there's Logan. And everyone was like, what? I was like, yes. It was very exciting. I was hanging out with friends. at the time, and I was like, I can't pay attention to you guys. I'm having a moment, and this is fantastic. So, like, they bring him back, and you don't know anything about him for months. They just bring him, they're like, whoa, here he is. Everyone else that was affected by the Marvel Legacy comic, which is where he got brought back, like, they had their comic come up, like, within the next month, like, in the next issues, and they talk about it. Maybe, like, you don't see them. Like, you didn't see Iron Man, I believe. Or maybe you did. I don't remember. But, like, everyone got, like, a thing, and Logan, no, he's gone. And, like, what about that panel where young Jean is, like, standing in front of the adamantium shell, being like, welcome back, old friend. What do you mean, welcome back, old friend? Young Jean and Logan did not get along. At all. And I don't know. It was very weird. They don't talk about it. No one's like, where's Logan? She doesn't tell anyone. Young Jean knows that Logan has been brought back. Like, OG Logan. Awful things are happening. The Phoenix is attacking, like, a whole bunch of... And she doesn't tell anyone. She doesn't go up to, like, Laura, his daughter, and it's like, hey, Laura, yeah, you know, your dad's back. No, I'm gonna keep that secret for myself. I'm not gonna tell nobody. Why? Tell someone. What's going on? Why are you... I just hope the April comics explain it all, but they probably won't. They probably will just be really awesome to read because they're Logan comics. But other than that, like, they're not. I'm gonna be frustrated, I'm sure. So, like, and in the end panels, he would, like, go up to see, like, oh, is Captain America here? Nope. Okay, walks away. I waited for months for that, and I was like, what? Okay, so I waited more. I waited like another month. I don't know how long I waited. It was probably less than that. I waited more time, and then he, like in the Thor comic, and at the end of the Thor comic, he goes up to the hospital. He's like, oh, is Jane Foster here? I'm going to leave these flowers for her. Do you want to leave a note? No, these are spoilers, by the way. If you haven't, I'm sorry. But, like, he's like, oh, I'm leaving flowers for Jane Foster. And then he walks away. He doesn't want to tell him his name. He just leaves flowers there. What? How does that make any sense? I didn't remember Logan knowing Jane Foster. And I've read them all. I've read all the original Logan comics. I've read, like, the Wolverine series, the X-Men series, the Uncanny X-Men. I've read them all. Okay? I don't remember him and Jane ever, like, speaking. I mean, they might have at some point. I guess he knows who she is because, like, Thor is his friend. But, what? That's what you're showing me? Logan giving Jane flowers? That would have made no sense when he was alive. What is it? Why is he doing it now? He should be looking for, I don't know, Laura, like, or Dakin even, or anyone at all that he knows. Tiger, Viper, any of the villains he's enemies with, maybe going around sneak killing them because, like, he's back. I don't know. How do you get his powers back? You're not telling. And I'm frustrated because they specifically said in these after credits comics, we are going to reveal, like, how he's come back, why he has his powers, how he escaped death, blah, blah, blah. And they don't tell you any of that. They don't tell you any of that, even in the new ones that are kind of cool, like in the X-Men 2-in-1 or 3-in-1, or so, I don't remember the name. But, like, he's fighting, like, he, like, pops his claws, he's like, bitch, this is the wrong mistake for you. And then he, like, attacks someone. That was a very good explanation of what happened. But, whatever. Point is, Marvel better step up their game with the Logan situation, because I am excited. I'm excited for the podcast. I'm excited for the, like, issues in April and so forth. I'm excited for, like, the Infinity Countdown, and only because Logan's in it. Otherwise, like, no, it's whatever. It's Infinity Stones. I don't know. Infinity Gems, Infinity Stones. I think you have to call them stones now. Whatever. Like, I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for Logan and those things, but I want, like, a good explanation. And I'm worried because the writer who wrote Death of Wolverine is writing the first comic that he's back in, like, under the Wolverine title. It's called The Hunt for Wolverine. So Death of Wolverine, The Hunt for Wolverine. He's writing them both, and he pissed me off at the end of the last one, and I don't want him to do it for this one. I need an explanation. I need to know why his powers are back. I need to know why his scars are healed, because, like, his scars weren't healed even after he used the goop juice to get all better. Because those healed when he didn't have a factor, so they're scars. Whatever. Why he doesn't have scars, why he has his healing factor back, how he got out of the adamantium thing, because unlike in the Marvel universe, in the film universe, adamantium cannot cut adamantium. This has been established. This is a thing. Do not change that thing. I will be upset. Anyway. You know what? That's it. That's where I'm going to leave this. Leave a comment down below if you hate what I hate, or if you hate Logan. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there being like, man, Logan sucks, he's awful, you're stupid for liking him. Feel free to comment down below if I think it's funny or entertain me, I'll probably respond and be like, haha, cool, or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, if you want to have an actual discussion about whether or not you like Logan, or any of the things I stated earlier, like maybe you love Scott. I hate Scott. I think he's awful. Glad he's dead. How you feel about that? Feel free to comment down below. If it's still down below, YouTube changes that nonsense all the time. I don't know where it is. All right. Bye.